Hey everyone, today I will be reacting to episode 13 of 86. So we're gonna get right into it. And we will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start directly with the opening song. Yeah, so last episode they became refugees in the neighboring country that, as far as I understand it, it used to be the Legion until it was taken over and changed governmentship and etc. to a new name. I forgot the name though. And they are taken in to live there as citizens. And the guy that took them in, Ernst, he doesn't want them to fight anymore because that's all they know. So he takes them in as a family together with some other little girl. I forgot her name. But yeah, that's really the situation right now. So I don't really know what's going to happen from here, actually. So I'm curious about that. I can't really complain on the opening song either. It's very good. And I guess Lena is still doing her regular job, even after they left her. I think she created two strong bonds with them, actually. So I don't know if she's trying to not do that anymore. Okay, so I don't think they've ever experienced Christmas. Rabbit. There's like, a totally different world for them. Right. New clothes, too. I don't think she was able to do that before. Hello. All of them really adjusting themselves to this new world. Here, in this world, they are appreciated in their own way. She's working too with food. Well, for now at least, they look to be just fine. No kids. Library. Oh, okay, so all the girls fall for him. Expected, actually. Oh, someone else was gonna grab that book. You better give it to her, I guess. Yeah, of course. I guess, yeah, because he's not smiling. Guess he's a bit scary for her. Mm-hmm. No, she was just scared. I don't blame her. Well, she said it as well as she could. It wasn't really that big deal, though. I thought he was the father, actually. Mm-hmm. Eugene. All right, she came too. Okay, they became friends, I guess. Uh huh. Not her type. Almost. Almost, actually. Going to the Christmas market. I'm not sure if they consider this to be Christmas, though. Maybe they haven't, or maybe it is, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, just to get the bear. It's gonna work, right? She's gonna feel so ashamed, though. Yeah, that's the red face too. I expect that. That's just what he wanted to see first, I guess. Ah, snow. Of course, part of Christmas. Snowman? Yeah. Guarding the house. And I guess their everyday life moves on as usual. Total new world for them. But I said that before too, so. Yeah, that's good. So many friends for her. Can finally relax now. For real. Okay, so those are the voices that he heard in his head. Everyone, all of them. Yeah. It's gotta be those voices, since all the brains were in the machines. And they had no heads. They were carrying their heads, like I forgot what it's called, Dulahan or whatever. Well, I guess it could change with the circumstances they are in now. Oh, all right. Sorry, I thought he was one of the 86. I right now I remember he was the big brother. Okay, so they could come both way, both to the Magnolia or whatever it's called, and this country. If it was that easy. Off they go. Guess she became more curious about him. So he's gonna. That was the book he was going to read at first, maybe. But then, sorry, gave it to her. Right, New Year's Eve. There she is again. She doesn't look as happy about it now, though. You know, that's how cell phones work. Mm. Taking so long time. Okay, I thought, never mind. It's ringing. No answer. Sure, I understand why. Mm. Still hears the voices. Okay, so he has no real goal now anymore. All of them, maybe. Probably not. Hmm. Guess it's, because they've been on the battlefield for so long, they don't really know where to go from here. Still trying to call. Oh, that was the Christmas march coming, right? Yeah. Showing up their weapons. That come back next week. Trying to sell, but yeah, that's remember their old life when they used to be in those. What's going on with her? Mm. Okay. Trying with the cute face again. Again, blush. Well, she seems to get what she wants that way at least. Gratitude. Hmm. Yeah, otherwise you would still be hungry. Hmm. Yeah, I guess he put more love into the food. Yeah, that's just how it was. Ooh. Oh, there he is. Habit. That's some habit. They're more used to it, you know. They probably know he's gonna come in, even if they don't hear him. I brought alcohol. Still feeling where they had the yeah. Better say what's on your mind. I think you're all thinking the same thing actually. She wants to go back to the battlefield, maybe? No. So they are going to back to the battlefield. But they probably wants to ask to fight for them instead. Hmm. Hmm. That's not what he wants. Yeah, but it was a stupid move, to be honest. Yeah, you fought enough. You don't need to fight anymore. How many years didn't you fight until you came here? So you know. She's really standing up for all of them. That was unexpected. Guess she really do understand the situation. Have to fight for the Legion. Okay. So they are gonna fight against the Republic this time, I guess. If it ends. Mm. If they survive, so to say. herself, maybe. Okay, so her real story, I guess. Lost him. Ooh, okay. Really? Okay, that was unexpected. Yeah, not you. Yeah, it couldn't be her who made the orders. No, no. Okay, that was unexpected, I think. Mm. You know, I guess if we look at from their perspective in this episode, you know, they've been pretty much brought up to just know about war, etc. So, you know, that's all they know. So now when they got the freedom, you know, they were able to explore other stuff. But in the end, it all goes back to going back to war again because, you know, it's not just that they were forced against their will. I mean, they were, but it was also, you know, because they have been forced to do it so much, you know, that's you know, probably their brain, you know, wanting to go back to it because of the thrill that, you know, that's what they know. So I can understand them going back to the war and you know, to fight. But as I understand it now, they're gonna fight for this new country, not for their home country. But I still think their goal is probably to destroy the old Legion soldiers, if I understand it correctly. Glad to be here. So, I have some comments about this episode actually. I said a few of them before about, you know, I understand why they want to go back because that's all they know, you know. Also, you know, I think it's for the excitement of the story also that they, you know, they decided, you know, they're gonna go back to the battlefield because you know, when I think logically, it doesn't make sense that, you know, they want to go back and die or almost die. But I guess that's their thrill, right? You know, because people can get thrills out of different kind of situations. For example, we got yeah, I mean, for example, I guess yeah, for them, you know, it's a thrill to just be out on the battlefield. You know, they get their adrenaline from there. We can probably see it in other situations too in life. You know, not just about this one. For you and me, that would probably not make sense. Why would you want to go out to war and fight? You know, to risk your life. But for them, you know, that as I said, that might just give them an adrenaline rush. You know, that's what they're going for, and the addiction to go back into the battlefield probably came back as they were doing other stuff. You know. So if that's the situation, then I totally understand, what the way they're thinking. But if you ask me personally, I wouldn't want them to go back to the battlefield. But since it is part of the excitement of the story, I can understand why the writers decided that they're going back to the battlefield, because that's really, I think the main focus about this show is really to be at war. So we can't really have a second core of them just having peaceful life. That doesn't make any sense either. So I can understand why they send them back to the battlefield. And what was the name of the little girl? I forgot. Give me a few more episodes, and I will eventually remember it. But she going into the battlefield as well. And to be honest, yeah, I know this is an anime, so this is fictional, so it doesn't make any sense. I get it, but still, that country doesn't seem to have any age restriction when it comes to go to war. They could probably send out a 3-year-old into war if, since she's allowed to go out and fight. So yeah, it's one thing for the other country to do it, because they forced the 86 to go out to war. That makes much more sense why children would fight in war over there. But in this new country, it seems to be a free will for those children. So for the youngest girl to actually just be allowed to go and fight in war, for me that doesn't make any sense. That that country, because the country in itself looks quite peaceful, so it doesn't make any sense why they wouldn't have an age restriction when it comes to going to war. That's my honest opinion about that. So yeah, to be completely honest, I find it odd that she's going into the war with them, but I also think this is a way for the show, the writers of the show or the manga or the novel or whatever, to maybe build up some more drama. If they send a little kid into war, that could create some, depending on what happens, that could create some emotions too. So if you look at it from the writer's perspective, to send that little girl into war, it makes sense that they would do that for the thrill of the show. But logically, once again, doesn't make any sense. So it looks like they just won't send everyone into war just to build up the excitement again. And I get it. Because that's they have those two choices here, really, as it feels for me, to either just have a second core, with them just adjusting themselves to this new life, this new peaceful life. And if we have a second core with just that, then I don't think that would be very exciting at the end, to be honest. So I do understand why eventually they send them back to war, because they have to do something to build up the excitement again. Even though if for me personally that felt a bit forced, if I'm gonna be honest, and especially with I said with the little girl when she said I'm going too, that also to me that felt very forced. But that was really the only move they could make to make this excitement for the show, right? So I guess that was really the only criticism I had about this episode. That the return to the battlefield felt kind of forced, but other than that, it was nice. It was a nice episode. It was interesting to see them, adjusting themselves to this new life, to see where they're going from here. So that part of the show I really liked. But yeah, at least even though we had that, even though I felt this about this episode, that their return to the battlefield felt a little bit sudden and forced. That could be just for this episode, right? Because once they are back in the battlefield, I do expect us to get the real drama coming back for real. So So even though I felt this was forced, it doesn't mean that this show is going to go downhill. Actually, I think it's going to be the opposite eventually. I think eventually, when they are back on the battlefield again, that's when the field strip are going to come probably. So that's what I'm expecting. So it's not. I don't see this show as going down in quality. Not at all. So I'm just gonna have to wait from here to see, what's what's gonna happen, when they finish their training and back in the battlefield again. Anyway, that's all I can say for now. So yeah, please let me know what you thought, and I wish you all a good day. Bye.